Right, as I mentioned the other day, I got my train set out of the loft. Took the baseboard, as is, from under the bed, and going to start playing with them again. Now, after all the testing, which you may have seen on the other video, I took my two Duchess class locomotives, the Duchess of Abercorn and the Duchess of Sutherland, off to Par's model shop in Lowestoft to get serviced and repaired. Now, this has got me thinking that really, if I'm going to play with the trains again at my advanced age of 47, what I need to do is do it properly. Okay, I need a proper baseboard because, as you can see, this is curved and bowed in the middle. Okay, it's going to have to be temporary, so I can just lay it over the top of the bed, so that when Eloise is back, she's still got somewhere to stay. Now, if I'm going to make something proper, what I do also need to do is consider having a nice layout. Now, if you have a look here, all I've actually got is 3 ovals. Okay, this allows me to sit there and have 3 trains going round and round and round and round. Great, love it, brilliant. I previously had a layout like that which had 7 tracks, one above the other, so a double layer thing. Massive. It was probably the size of this entire room, but you know, she might come back and sleep now and again, but you know, that's not going to happen this time. So that was when I was into it. So what I need to do now is I need to get myself some thicker baseboard. I'm going to go for 9mm ply. Okay, and I'm going to have to put battens on the back so it doesn't bow and sag, as you can see this one is doing. If I come back, you'll see it probably a bit better. And I need to work out some way of making a decent layout. So I've got all my old track in here, along with all the other bits. Once I've done that, I could think about maybe landscaping it and turning a train set into a model railway. Now, one thing about this you'll notice is that there's no points. Why no points? Why no branches? Well, if there's one thing that really annoys the hell out of me, it's when things sort of derail and jump off. So that's something that I'm going to address this time. I will put points in because really otherwise you just can't play. Okay, one possibility is to put 4 sets of points like that. So a train can come from the outside to the middle to the inside. Well, that's quite curvy and quite a lot to go wrong there potentially. Could then have the same on the opposite length of track, where it goes from the inside to the middle to the outside. Okay, that's actually just running one locomotive. I could do that with what I've got if they weren't all a bit bad and bruised and beaten up. Now, another option is to have something like that. Okay, so passing loops. I could have that on the inside of both tracks. Sorry, on the inside of both inside tracks. Okay, that could also be in addition to the previous setup that I just showed. So that's a possibility. So you could go up, 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 and then you could come around and literally go whee up there. So I could do that, fit that onto this top rail. That's a possibility. Good one, bad one, I don't know. But I could also fit them like that so that I have effectively something. Right, I'm going to need to use longer bits of track for this, obviously, but just as a quick rough idea, because I don't want too tight a curve, I could have each one coming off like that, then on and back off. So I could have that on both sides. That's another possibility. So you could literally have the train come round and up and on and back down again, and then it stays on the same track. And then if you time it properly, you know, you shouldn't have any collisions and that, but you know, as a kid, collisions are always the best part of it. So I could have that there, there, there. So I could have that. It's not a problem. It also gives me somewhere to lay up 3 of my coaches. So I could effectively have 3 locomotives going round and round and round with 3, no, that'd only give me 2 extra laid up, 1 on each end. And to be honest, I won't put 1 on that end. I'll keep that end simple because derailment's going to be a nightmare. Anyway, so there's various options. Another option for the inside of my track, the inside ring or loop, is to stick points along 1, 2, 3 to then give me somewhere to store my engines. I think they call it a fiddle yard, but I'm not really sure. I'm not really into it to that degree. Another option is from the middle track to have that passing loop that I said earlier with 2 sets of points, or 3 if I can fit it in, depending on the length and layout, with somewhere to store locomotives. So I can have 2 laid up, maybe 3, with 3 going round all the time. That's a good possibility. That's the thing with Hornby stuff, you know, with all these different track lengths and pieces and so on, you can do loads to come up with ideas. Now there's plenty of software out there you can use. I downloaded a free one last night and had a little fiddle because I was on night shift and very, very bored. But for the time being, I'm not going to invest any money. I'm just going to have to think. I don't think though, looking at these points, these collections of points, that they're going to be of much use, except maybe for storage. Like I've even got the old type switches. Yeah. So yeah, those bits of track are probably going to have to get the heave ho. So for me to use new track, I've got to invest. I don't know what price these sort of the points are, but yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, something, I don't know. Should just sell everything really, shouldn't I?